All right, welcome back from the break. Freddie Blay, former Elembele Member of Parliament and also GMPC Board Chairman, and more importantly, the man seeking to be elected as the MPP's National Chairman is my guest today. So we ended off with that conversation, and that's the point we took the break. We're talking about a controversial promise to provide and lead a purchase of 275 buses. And another very important question is that you say you initiated this project even before your party came into power.
I didn't say so. So I've initiated several other projects before we came to power.
Oh, so this promise to buy buses only started recently?
Not just recently.
The process has started
recently. We've been
recently.
in power for over 1.5 years now, and I'm saying that within this period, it's incubated this idea, discussing it all over time. What those whom you refer to as stakeholders.
Some find it curious
please
that...
let me finish. We've had time to talk to people, individuals, institutions which will be ready to do so, banks, money lenders. We've talked to a few people who run such commercial buses and so forth. Talk to people in VIP and all the others to find a way of going about it. Because it's a brilliant idea. There are individuals who have come out to do it and they made money out of it. We thought this one would be an easy way of also making money for the party. So the party will be resourced. We pay the amount within 2 years. So I'm saying it's not, when you keep on saying that I'm providing it from my pocket, I'm saying no. If you tell me that I'm buying it for them, I'm saying no. It's a facility that we are assessing, and when we assess it and we get it done, which I am confident I'll tell you is going to be done, and those institutions that we are dealing have agreed to be run on commercial basis, and therefore we have people employed to be driving them, we have people taking care of them, the constituency will benefit from it. After 2 years, the buses remain the property of the constituency, and they can use it. Look, in our party, there are sometimes, not only our party, NDC and all other parties, they go to funerals, they attend some other conferences. They need transportation, and they have to pay a lot to do that. If they have their own buses to take them up and down, it will benefit the party. It's more profitable to also run. They will have enough money to buy computers, to do other things, so they don't depend on other people. Before we went for the election, 2016, you can't imagine how we have to struggle to make sure that people sponsor the party. Quite a number of people in the diaspora.
When are the buses going to be made available before the election?
God willing, it will be made available.
And you think that once this happens, is it going to help your cause?
Which cause are you talking
about? Your cause, your ambition to become substantive chairman? Once this happens?
It's not an issue, listen.
I'm asking, will it help your cause?
Please, let me know. You put your question and give me the opportunity to
Will it help your cause, Mr. Blay?
Well, listen, it will not harm anybody's cause to help provide.
Will it help your cause?
Please, let me answer. It will not harm anybody's cause to seek to provide or to help provide buses for the benefit.
Will it not influence delegates? Will it not?
If you help to acquire buses for your party,
with about 2 months to the election,
please,
will it not?
If the buses come before the elections, why not? If it helps, what is wrong?
Will it help?
If the buses come after the election, what happens?
But it will come before the election. It will come before the election.
I have acquired.
Mr. Blay, it will come before the election. It will come before the election.
Please listen.
It will come before the election.
Please listen.
I'm asking. It will come before the election. I need an answer to that. It will come before the election.
It will come before the election.
And it will not influence delegates.
How does it influence the delegates? I'm not buying
the delegates from the constituencies.
Listen, it wouldn't be for just the delegates. It's for the constituencies.
And this won't influence them.
If I'm seeking to influence, why not? Maybe a pittance or just a little portion of that money, assuming I have it in my pocket, could do the trick.
But have you been giving them money?
Yes? Oh, I haven't said so.
I'm asking.
I wish you could listen to
I'm
what
listening.
I'm saying if it's a question of buying the delegates, the way you are talking about it, I'm saying, why do I need to go and help or let a facility be made that maybe involving millions? Why don't I then go for just a few couple of millions of cedis, then buy. If you say I should buy a delegate, I won't do that. I'm not doing it. I'm helping the party. Me and my friends are doing that to help resource the party. If you call that buying vote, please wait. Let me go. If doing that,
you say you and your friends.
Me and my friends.
Who?
You've just talked to one. Nehemiah is one.
Okay.
Slighted is one. Okay. Quite a number
your
of them
campaign team members.
No, team members.
Let's move away from this. I know there are other things that you are doing. You've talked about this 100,000 Ghana cedi facility for the women organizers in the various constituencies and other things that initiatives you intend undertaking once you become the national chairman.
Not once. That we started the process already. Listen to me. It's not once I become chairman. We started the process already. The process of talking to institutions as well and telling them that, look, we know the those involved in, let's say, ATP, GTP, ATL, GTP, and so forth. They are industries that have run down. The print industry, I'm talking about wax prints and so forth. The industry that have run down. They are seeking to be revived. They need marketing. We want our own women to be involved. And if somehow they are resourced, if somehow money is pumped into those factories and they seek to be revived, say, we are offering to become market. We are asking some of our women to organize themselves and let us help them procure guarantees for them so that they could buy and sell some of these wax prints and make money out of it. The factories make money, the women make money, the market is full of these wax prints. Instead of Chinese and Koreans flooding our market with this things, then we sell. We create job for people in the system, job for our own people, profit for all of them. We all benefit. It's not a bad idea, is it? It's not a bad idea.
I'm sure the delegates will decide.
If I do that, I'm grabbing the delegates. Is that what you want?
You think you'll grab them? It won't?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Tell me as well. I mean, one other thing. I was making reference to some of the comments by Mr. and Stephen in team earlier. He talked about the fact that President Akufo-Addo had, urged him to step down. Have you had the same,
I have heard it, but I have not heard it from.
Has the president called you to step down for any other candidate?
The president has not called me to step down for any other candidate, please.
But there are tag on your party, the New Patriotic Party. Former communications director of the party, now STC boss, Nana Komia, thinks that your party is facing a situation where most likely a lot of accounts will be elected after this particular national executive election. And he feels that some positions, at least at the vice chairmanship level, should be reserved for accounts. I'm wondering what you make of that.
You see,
for non-accounts, we should be reserved for non-accounts, yeah.
You see, we are operating by a constitution. Individual members of the party offer themselves to contest. You can't go and convince anybody who says, I'm determined to contest for a position, that you should reserve it for some other people. It is difficult to do that. There was a time when we wanted certain seats at parliamentary level to be reserved for women. It became a problem. We did it. Some of us advocated for that. But when we went to National Council meeting, it was reversed. They said, no way, they won't allow that. You go by the Constitution. It's not a question of reserving some seat for some other people and so forth. Many of them, a lot of people from various parts of our country, if as individuals offer themselves to contest for certain positions, why not? It will be people will vote for them based on the merits that they present us. That's all. At the national level, as a national chairmanship level, there is someone who is also putting himself who may not be accountable.
So this concern really is not something the party should be worrying its heads over.
If you want to be worried, you will need to change your constitution and make it look like a position should be appointed. Some have come out with it. The last time when we had our Congress in Kumasi, quite a number of proposals came out for that. Make it possible for people to appoint. But let me tell you, that's at the national level, that's what it is. But quite a number of the positions will also be appointive. The deputy organizers, deputy
General
women
Secretary.
organizers, deputy general secretary. This will also be appointive, and then they will look at, some of these concerns could be addressed.
Okay.
Well.
I mean, you served us for a long time. You were one of the notable faces in the Convention People's Party. Then, I think after you lost the 2008 election, you exited Parliament. You joined the MPP subsequently. Some have said and suggested in the past that that is a basis to question your own loyalty to a party that you served for a long time. You were able to move to the MPP, serving in a very sensitive position as national chairman. You think the issue of loyalty comes into play here? You're looking at this.
As I said, I've been around not for today. Even I went to Parliament, though on CPP ticket, but as an alliance candidate. I hope at that time you were around. If you knew what meant to alliance candidate, the NPP and CPP came together. One provided the presidential and the other provided the vice presidential seat. Me, Freddie Blay, I came to Parliament as an alliance candidate. And for that reason, and all this while when I was in Parliament, I was considered to be, what do you call it, an alliance candidate, for sure.
So your loyalty can never be...
My loyalty to whoever I'm serving, and particularly to this party that I, Freddie Blay, made my own decision to join. And I've joined it since 2008, as we're talking. Served it with all my heart, served it with all my mind, and my integrity, and so forth. It's for you today to say that it's a sensitive position. And people are going to vote for.
Are you an Nkrumah?
People are going to vote.
Are you an Nkrumah at heart?
Please, no, I'm not an Nkrumah at heart. I'm not an Nkrumah at heart. Yes, I was part of the CPP. And so
but you're not an Nkrumah.
I'm not at this point. I believe I'm a liberal Democrat, and I've always been.
Because some people feel that, and that's been one of the conversations recently, that
it's my opponents are talking about it.
The legacy,
some of them are saying they are original.
Water down the legacy of
some
Nkrumah.
of me particularly, I've said some refer to me as Paul, and then there is a saying in our language, in Akan language, Paul Amen Tempo. Sometimes, Osnedi. In this case, they should judge me like a Joseph. I've come to help, to push this party up. I've come to work as a team member. I've been loyal to the party that I've joined. And I've worked around. They voted for me in 2014 to become a first vice. I had the highest vote at that time. And now, as an acting chair by operation of the Constitution, and I'm going for.
Who do you see as your biggest threat in this race?
I don't see
Is this
anybody.
Tim who's contesting for the 4th time this round? Or Alaji Shortu is said to be Nana Akufo-Addo's candidate? Present.
All of them are threats.
They are all threats to you?
Yes, so I should do my best. I should work hard. I should talk to people like you and let others listen that I'm determined to work for the party with humility.
Recently, we've seen at the NDC, some vigilante groups emerging. We've heard about the Hawks and so on and so forth. You have reservations about that?
Well, I don't know what the nature of the Hawk, what they're supposed to do. But maybe I know why you are driving at. You want to talk about maybe the invisibles and so forth. I think that's exactly what. If I'm wrong, correct me. But this issue has been raised 10 times. I do remember that even you in your studio have questioned me on it. If I'm not wrong, tell me.
I've spoken about
it. I've told you that there was a reason for the emergence of the invisible and all other groups that you call them vigilante group. I don't call them vigilante group. But in our case, under the NDC time, that's when this has come. When Azoka's group came, Azoka attacked me, accosted me in Talensi and gave me hell. Beat up my, my friends and my treasurer, that is national treasurer, and his bodyguards and so they beat us up.
So you've suffered at the hands of a vigilante group before. You talk about what the Azoka boys?
Azoka boys, that's what, at that time, we complained. We told them that if we complain to the police, we complain to the security officers. I even complained, had the opportunity to complain when we met the UN officers who came
The
to
Azoka boys
look at-
beat you?
They did.
Wow.
They did.
Which year was this?
That was when we had a talent C by-election.
Is that not a more reason for you to lead
Please.
the advocacy for these vigilante
What
groups
we
to
are
be
saying
disbanded?
is that is when our case then emerged, because there was a need to protect us. There was a need to ensure that people who, for no reason, will attack us, like in what was happening in Brangahafu, where Collins Deuda's brother was beating at people and boasting on the radio that he can even kill, and so forth. So some of our members had to run away. Some of our candidates, so forth, could not go to some of their own constituencies. We had to put up the say to defend ourselves. And what we did was that they were not harmful. They were only young, strong men who were, if need be, if the police wouldn't protect them, they would be ready to defend our own people. That's what happened. Now we had the elections and finished. These groups are fading away.
They are?
Yes, they are.
You say vigilante groups are fading away?
So far as I'm concerned, our groups are fading away.
How so?
Some of them, we are advising those who want to go into some...
You are disbanding them. You are in the process of disbanding.
It's not a question of, but many of them belong to the party at base level. They may be officers of the party, constituency executives, police station executives. We are encouraging them to also... A lot of jobs are now coming up. To find some jobs. Those who can join other institutions or services and so forth, and they qualify, we will ask them to do that. Over time, when you have the service personnel, when you have the police, you have the army, and so forth, are very neutral and will not resort to using brute force unnecessarily against our people. It will not be necessary. It will not be necessary.
I find it pretty interesting. You say the vigilante groups are fading out. Is there a deliberate attempt for the party to ensure that they
we are encouraging them, like I'm telling you, so that we are not putting up a standing...
You're encouraging them to,
that's right.
disperse?
That's right.
Or that's something the party is doing consciously?
Consciously.
So now you're heeding to the calls to disband them?
It's not a question of heeding to the calls. I'm saying it's not an issue of saying you have disbanded a group which are not formed consciously or not formed for a purpose, but they come together.
You want the NDC to do the same, to ensure that they fade away the Azoka boys and all that?
If they did, that would be good for this country. If they don't do that, it's for them. But
so we are certain from what you are saying that we will not from today hear about, today the 16th of May, we will not hear in the future about what Delta Force, Invisible Forces, going on rampage again. But based on your own assertion that they are fading away.
You see, it's been exaggerated by you, the media people. In the initial stages when we came to power, because some even thought that because NDC 209 did some of these things, treated people badly, threw them out of the offices, and took over and so forth. Some of our people mistakenly also got involved. Toll poles, or as toll stations, and the harbour, and a few other places also decided to do that. We discouraged them.
You did?
We did. We haven't heard of that.
You justified that action.
I'm telling you that we discouraged them. The president came out to say, anybody who gets himself